If you want long natural nails like I'm rocking right now without tips or press-ons or full covers, then this one's gonna be for you. What's up, nail crew? It's Nicole, your fellow nail obsessed DIYer. Today we are talking all about how to get long nails, how I maintain them, and some of the things I do in between manis. So I have builder gel down on my natural nails. And I like to maybe every other day push back my cuticles and scrape off anything that like gets stuck on them. And I very, very gently do this with the cuticle pusher just to make sure that they are staying clean. And then you want to make sure, and this is super, super important, that you are using cuticle oil more than twice a day. I know people say like, oh, just use it at bedtime. I use it as many times as I can. So twice a day is really the minimum, but if you want your nails to grow faster, I've noticed that if I do it like say 4+ times a day, anytime you wash your hands, throw a little bit of cuticle oil on and some lotion to seal it in. I like to do peel base on my builder gel so that I can change my manis as often as I want to. Now you get to see what my nails looked like before I did that fill and I'm getting ready for a new mani. So here are my nails. I've done probably 6 to 8 manis over top of this at least. Actually, I have to think. I probably did like 10 manis. And when I say 10, I do different manis for each hand all the time. So I guess that's like 5 manis if you're thinking about how many times I sat down. I only fill my builder gel about every 2 to 3 weeks. I stretch it as long as I can. You can see there was some dip and stuff stuck to my nails. And when I'm doing a fill of the builder gel, I bust out my EFILE so that I can file down some of the bulk and be able to rebalance where my apex is on my builder gel. If you're not comfortable using an EFILE, you absolutely can hand file down your builder gel. It's just going to take you a lot longer. I have some videos where I've done that. I will make sure I link those in the description for anyone who just doesn't feel comfortable using an EFILE. It took me a good amount of time to feel comfortable with it. I like to use that first bit you saw was a Pana coarse safety bit to get the bulk of the builder gel down. And then I go in with a sanding band to go around any of the new growth very gently on my natural nails. They make sure that I get rid of any lifting. So the reason why I like to use a sanding band to do this is because that's one of the bits that you can use safely on your natural nails. Now, of course, like if you really go hard with it on your natural nails, you can damage it, but you want to only run that at about maybe like 6,000 to 8,000 RPMs. You want to run your first bit that you're doing the bulk removal. You want to run that about 20 to 25,000 RPMs. And then now I'm using a little cuticle bit just to remove any of the excess cuticle that's stuck to my nail plate. I only run that at about 5,000 to 7,000 RPMs. Once I'm totally done with debulking my builder gel on my nails, then I go through, spray isopropyl alcohol on them so I can scrub them down with a stiff nail brush. I get things everywhere on my skin and on my nails, so I really like to make sure that they are totally clean after using an EFILE. And I wear gloves not only to protect my hands from the lamp, but I also like to protect my skin from any of the dust filing that's coming off. So the more that you expose your skin to nail products and don't keep it all on your nails, the more you could risk getting contact dermatitis and allergies, which I absolutely love builder gel. I'm not trying to give it up. So that is one of the steps that I do just to protect my skin even more. Once your nails are all clean, then I like to go through with an actual dehydrator, and I do these steps one hand at a time. So I dehydrate 5 nails, thumb to pinky, and then I go back in to my thumb with primer. You want some kind of primer or bond that's specifically for gels that leaves a sticky adhesion layer. That's what's going to get your gel to stick to your natural nails. Now, some people need a layer of gel base down over their natural nails for better adhesion with builder gel, but I am one of those people who the opposite happens. If I use gel base down on my natural nails before the builder gel, it will peel right up within a few days. Gel, even at a nail salon, never lasted for me either, more than a few days. I think maybe like 5 days, and then it would be peeling off. So once I do the primer, I do 2 layers of that. I go thumb to pinky and then thumb to pinky again, and then I jump right in with my builder gel. And when you're doing your builder gel, whether you're applying it for the first time or doing a fill, you want to start with a slip layer. So a slip layer is this really thin layer of builder gel that you apply down over your entire nail and you don't cure it. That's the base of what you're going to use to float the bead of builder gel down your nail that you're going to put on next. And whenever you're pulling builder gel out of the jar, you want to make sure that you don't like dunk the builder gel brush in a ton of times. That's going to create air bubbles and just make your gel not sit as nicely on your brush. So you want to keep that builder gel on one side of the brush, which you can see me do. And then you put your bead back towards the back of your cuticle, but not all the way. And then you like kind of set that bead down towards your cuticle, gently push it back, and then swoop it back and forth down your nail, floating it down your nail. And then you can go in with a thin nail art brush like the one that I'm using, and that's how you get it really close to your cuticles without flooding them. And you can also move it around. So let's say that you get some builder gel, it's kind of clumped up onto one side or clumped up towards the back of your nail, towards your cuticle, and you don't want to flood it. You can take the thin nail art brush and move it to where you want it to be. I'm still practicing because I am just a very heavy-handed person and I like break things and I don't really do things delicately. So even now, after doing builder gel for over 3.5 years, I still have to like remind myself to be gentle with what I'm doing. And using the thin nail art brush has really helped me to move the builder gel to exactly where I want in so much more of a precise manner. Because before, when I wasn't using this thin nail art brush, I had to do a lot of buffing and filing and shaping. So now my buffing and filing and shaping is pretty minimal compared to what I used to do. And anytime that you get any gel on your skin, you want to take either acetone or isopropyl alcohol if you can't use acetone, and take some on an angled cleanup tool like I have and wipe it off your skin. So you never ever want to leave that on your skin. Once you do one nail and you have the builder gel in the right position, you've floated down your nail, you've used the thin nail art brush to float it to the right areas, make sure that it's floated back towards your apex as well, so you're building your apex. Then you want to flash cure that nail for about 5 to 10 seconds before you move to the next one. And you'll notice that every time I do something to my nail and move a brush off, I flip my nail over. So flipping your nail over when you're doing builder gel, that allows your apex to build naturally and self-level, because the builder gel is just kind of like floating to the right area of your apex, and then it's leveling out really nicely. And once you're done with applying the builder gel on all your nails, then you can go through and do your full cure. When you're doing your full cure, you definitely want to be careful. Do your pinky through your pointer together, and then do your thumb separately. So most of us tend to hold our thumb at really weird angles in the nail lamp. So doing your thumb separately really helps you to make sure that your thumb is fully cured. And I saw this from some nail techs, but I actually started doing it on my own a while back, because when I was putting 5 nails in, one of the times I did not fully cure the gel that was on my thumb. And when I went to file, it literally started peeling off and I had to EFILE the like half cured gel on. Now that I know a lot more about builder gel and I've done way more research, I've watched as much education as I can from nail techs. I plan on taking some nail courses as well. I like to continually educate myself about the best ways to do my nails, the healthiest, the safest. If you are not doing it, like definitely don't just watch me or just watch one person. You want to be, getting as much information from as many places, as many credible places as you can. If you need more help with builder gel overlays and videos aren't enough for you, make sure you check out my first pinned comment. It has the link to my builder gel 101 nail guide. It is everything I've learned over the past 3.5 years on how to apply builder gel overlays at home yourself. Now, you're gonna see me work on my right hand, and I am right-handed. So the way that I apply my builder gel on my right hand is similar to what I apply it on my left hand, but it takes a little bit more finagling and moving of the builder gel because my left hand can dip well on my right hand, but when it comes to builder gel, I still like my left hand still feels a little bit awkward on applying the builder gel. It's like it doesn't know how to float the builder gel down as nicely. I typically end up using the little nail art brush a lot more on my right hand because my left hand just, needs a little bit more help. Once I finish with all the builder gel on both hands and they're fully cured, then I go through and I spray with isopropyl alcohol, and now we can get to the buffing, shaping, and filing. So I like to wear my builder gel buffed super smooth. If you know me, you know that I do things a little bit rough and wild. So when I'm applying dip powder manis over top of my builder gel, there's a way that you're supposed to nicely take them off if you're using peel base in between. But I'll be honest, I don't always do that. Sometimes I yank my dip powder manis off. So I've learned that for me, it doesn't make sense to top my builder gel with gel base and gel top because I'm most likely just going to yank my manis off wildly and get some dip stuck. So it works out way better for me if I just file and buff and shape nice and smooth. That only applies if you're using peel base in between the builder gel and your dip manis, because if I dip directly over the builder gel, then I go and I EFILE off my dip powder. I usually typically do that when I'm on vacation and I need my manis to last a while. Now, if you want to see another video on how to do builder gel extensions to get long nails, then make sure you check out this next one. Thanks for joining me today, nail crew.